हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू रोड टू कैट 99। सो आई होप आपकी प्रिपरेशन काफी सही चल रही होगी एंड मॉक सीजन इज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड एंड many of you might be appearing for the mocks and a lot of you will be appearing in the next coming weeks, right? Maybe in the June, in the end of June or in the start of July, you should start appearing for the mocks, right? Now in this video we will specifically discuss ki how to analyze the LRDI section, what are the challenges that you will be facing for sure, and basically how to improve your score mock by mock. And also I will also share a glimpse of what I used to do while solving the mocks, and I will also tell you a little bit more about myself when it comes to the LRDI section, so that you can relate it better and you will get a sense of clarity about how good, how bad I was at LRDI, राइट? तो सिंपल सी बात है यार, मेरा कुछ LRDI ऐसा बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा नहीं था और बहुत ज्यादा बुरा भी नहीं था, डिसेंट था। प्रैक्टिस करता था, समझ आते थे सेट्स, कई बार टाइम बेस्ड मैनर में नहीं हो पाते थे, कभी मैं नर्वस बहुत हो जाता था, कभी मैं सेट्स के बीच में शफल करता था, है ना? तो ये सब दिक्कतें काफी थी। फॉर एग्जांपल, एक तो मेरा पहला इशू तो यही था सेट। उसकी मिनट गाइस, ये मिनट, ये या तो मेरा पहला इशू तो सेट सिलेक्शन का था, है ना? काफी बार मैंने प्रॉब्लम देखी है कि मैं सेट सही सिलेक्ट नहीं करता। इफ आई हैड सिलेक्टेड द करेक्ट ऑर्डर और द better sequence to solve the sets up while solving the mock, I could have scored much higher marks, but काफी बार 80 percentile भी क्रॉस नहीं होता था मेरा। तो set selection was issue, then time management was definitely an issue, then being nervous in tough situations was like a very common thing for me। ये सब था। इसके अलावा practice, I would say, at DILR, when it comes to DILR, right, you really don't need to do 5,000 sets, or you really don't need to cover each and every topic, because every time you will appear for a mock, you will appear for a cat 2024, you will see that ki sets आए हैं वो नए आए हैं, and the set requires you to think at that point of time. Obviously practice would help you to develop your soft skills, right? मतलब कि अगर आपको सेट 5 मिनट में, 10 मिनट में, 15 मिनट में सोल्व नहीं हो रहा, तो आपको नर्वस नहीं होना, राइट? आपको टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है, आपको जो सेट सिलेक्शन करना है वो कैसे करना है। सम स्टूडेंट्स follow a particular order. Some students first read the entire set, and some students partly read the set and then decide the order, right? It is completely upon you how to go for it, but don't hope ki I will tell you a perfect sequence, because there is no perfect sequence. Every individual has its unique way of solving the sets. It's unique, आई वुड से सॉफ्ट स्किल्स, सॉफ्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स। तो कई लोग होते हैं वो प्रेशराइज सिचुएशन में नर्वस नहीं होते। सम पीपल परफॉर्म मच बेटर व्हेन दे आर इन pressure, and some people don't perform, right? So it's a very individualistic thing, right? So now when you appear for the mocks, right, for example, most probably there would be 4 to 5 sets, right? Now the best strategy would be first to select the set, right? जो मेरे साथ होता था, I used to think that if I'm investing or I am giving 5 to 6 minutes of my initial time to the set selection, that means I'm wasting 5 to 6 minutes. In those 5 to 6 minutes, I could have done something else, right? I could have sold half a set. But that turned out to be a hazardous thing. That turned out to be like a danger for me. And slowly I shifted to start giving the 4 5 initial minutes to selecting the set, just selecting the set. I used to give 4 minutes towards set selection. You can give 6 minutes also, not a problem. And see this as an investment, because there is no point in selecting the hard set, wasting 15 20 minutes and then shifting to the easy set. And in this selection of the set, I used to read the complete set at a very fast pace, right? I used to read the complete set at a fast pace, and also used to read the questions and their options also. So this part used to give me a perfect idea about what the set is asking, how should I approach the set, because sometimes the set seems difficult, but what the set asks can be easily answered. The reason being, sometimes you can generate a lot of information from one question or from some options, right? Then that would also matter a lot while solving the set. The first thing is to read the whole sets, four, five, whatever sets you have. Read the complete set so that you get you get a complete idea, right? What some students do is some students just partly read the set, and I don't think that would help you a lot. That would obviously help you in saving the first 2 3 minutes, right? But by just looking or by just having a view over the set, right? You can't predict its difficulty level. So, and in the mocks, I would say it's okay to try different things. But when it comes to the CAT 2024, you would have just one chance, right? You can't go there and test new strategies. So you have to zero down on some one particular strategy and make sure that that strategy works very well across all the mocks, across all the difficulty levels. Even on a bad day, it should help you to reach at least 90 to 95 percentile, right? So let me tell you more about my scores. My score used to dwindle between 60 percentile to 99.5 percentile. The reason being, when I used to score at the lower end, the reason was nervousness, the reason was poor set selection, the reason was not the knowledge gap, or the reason was not the capabilities, right? And almost many of you have right mindset, have right capabilities, have right skills, but the application of skills require time. And this is the beauty of DLR, where you really don't need a lot of knowledge, right? You don't need to learn a lot of formulas. Obviously, you have to do for set theory, for arrangements, for networking, and for other topics. But apart from that, the section is pretty simple. Even a 12th standard guy can solve that uh, section completely without the timer, right? But the art is to solve the just give me a minute, guys. Yeah. So I used to dwindle a lot between 60 to 99.5 percentile, right? And I told you the reason. And when I used to score 99.5 percentile, either I used to invest a lot of time in selecting the right set, or either I used to randomly get a perfect sequence order. Because most of the times you will realize that, and also there are some particular behaviors that hinder your scores or that act as a barrier, that are like yeah, sticking to one set, right? Sticking to one set. For example, if you have given 15 minutes, but the set is, and you also think that the set is not solvable, still you keep giving time, more time and time, because you think that the more time you give to the set, the better the chances are. But the things don't work out like this. So better है कि when you feel that okay, this set might not be solvable at this point of time, leave the set. And if you have time at the end, please come back to that set, right? Don't stick to the sets, right? And apart from that, first is don't stick to the set. The second is I would say backlog, right? This happened with me. It happened rarely, but it used to happen that I used to keep thinking about the previous opportunity that I missed in the VRC, or the opportunity that I'm missing in some sets because it is not solvable. I know I can solve it, but at this point of time, it is not solvable, and that causes a mental pressure that used to put me into some type of dilemma about what to do, what not to do, and I used to waste a lot of time there. Right. So time management is a key. Now let's discuss about, let's say you have appeared for mocks and you have solved X number of sets, right? Irrespective of whatever sets you have solved or whatever number of sets you have solved, right? The analysis for these sets or for this section should be the same for all aspirants, should be the same for everyone irrespective of their marks in this section, right? And key focus area would be the set selection, right? So let's go step by step, right? So you have solved four sets. or like you have seen or you have appeared for this section and the section had 4 sets, right? Now what you should do is first read the complete sets or act like 5 minute timer is running, right? And you have to decide in within 5 minutes that what should be the right sequence, because you have already appeared. I think you already know what would have been the right sequence. So for example, let's say you have found that 3214 is the right sequence. You should have attempted the set in this order, right? Then question why it was right sequence, and if you had followed this sequence, what could have been the improvement. If you see, there would have been an improvement if you have followed this 3214 sequence. And you should realize that the set selection holds a greater weightage to your marks or contribute to your marks, right? So you should focus more on set selection, and it can also happen that you predicted that set 3 is going to be the easiest set, but when you attempted it, it turns out to be the hardest one, right? It can happen, right? And it used to happen. So in that scenario, as soon as you find out that the set is not being solved by me, leave the set. And I would say don't throw it, but keep it for the end. The set won't run anywhere else, right? You have full 40 minute section, right? This 40 minutes section, right? You don't have to run here and there. The set will be with you only, and it will be with you for till the end, right? So you don't need to worry on that perspective, right? That is the thing. Then let's say this also turns out to be the second hardest. Then also you have to leave this, and by this time you should know one thing, that no matter what sectional it is, no matter what institute has given this mock, or no matter uh, which cat year mock was it or set is, was it, right? If there are two hard sets, then the rest two should be in the category of moderate to easy. This is like Ramban. This is like, this must happen, and this happens in every mock, in every set. If you are able to figure out that, if you are able to figure out two hardest sets, right, the rest two should be of category moderate to easy or easy to moderate, right? So now, while analyzing, you don't just need to jump on the solutions of these sets, right? Solutions are understood by a lot of candidates, and probably you can also solve all the sets. There is no doubt in your capabilities when it comes to your capabilities, right? So, what you should be focusing on your strategy and your approach. That if you get if you again get a chance to appear for this mock or for this type of sectional, or if this some sort of this type of sectional come in the cat, how would you behave, right? Would your strategy change? If yes, what should be your strategy? How would you have approached the set? You should you have left the set or not? Should you have given more time? Should you have given less time? Now you have to decide on these things, and that is one of the most important tasks you have to do. A lot of people suggest that, okay, you have to solve each and every question, each and every set again after the mock, during the mock analysis. Not a bad thing to do. You should do that also, but apart from that, right, apart from just sticking to solving the questions, because solving the questions will help you to get to the solution, will help you to increase your knowledge, but it won't help you when it comes to application of that knowledge, or it won't help you when it comes to making a strategy for the DLR section. So I scored 99.9 in the CAT 23 DLR. Sorry, in the CAT 2022 DLR. In the CAT 2022, I scored 99.90. And in the CAT 2023, I scored 99.99. And many of you must be thinking of that I have some different capabilities or I have some unique things in me. But let me tell you, I scored 64.9 in CAT 21. Right. Now you can assume whatever you want to, but you can see the drastic improvement over the years, right? And believe me, it won't take more than 4 to 5 months or 4 to 6 months, right? And from the analysis part, I would say spend a lot of time with yourself, right? You guys always keep looking for mentors, keep looking for YouTube videos, right? But after a certain point, you need to know that YouTube videos or mentors are there to give you a direction. Now you have to follow that direction. Now you have to know that if you want to ace the DLR section, you have to first list down your strengths and weakness. Now you are the best person to know how to overcome your weakness. I can't comment on your weakness. Even if you are feeling nervous, there are 100 types of nervousness, right? And each individual faces a different, a unique nervousness, a unique character, a unique behavior while appearing for the mock, right? Now, how to tackle that? The answer should come from yourself. You might take a little bit more time to improve on those areas, but the answer should be coming from yourself only. I have told you the major things: the set selection, the time management, and don't stick to the sets, right? Don't feel that if you're leaving the set it will go away somewhere. It will be there only. You can keep coming to that set after you have solved one two other sets, right? You should have a mindset that in the past years or in the past mocks, there is no section where each set is hardly solvable, right? Or where each set is of extreme difficult level, right? No set is of extreme difficult level, even if there are one, two sets that are of extreme difficult level categories, right? You should have something in your mind that says that other two sets are of easy to moderate categories, right? That is the thing. Apart from that, now a lot of students would be asking that after the section, what should they do to improve their DLR scores, right? There is a huge gap in the initial months between how would I put it, between two mocks, right? Around around 15 to 20 days there is a gap between the mocks. So in those 15 to 20 days, you should be targeting 3 sets per day, right? 3 sets per day. 3 sets per day should be your target, right? And I would suggest mainly to take random sets. And the best source I would consider would be the IMS and time mocks for the DLR. Previous year mock, start with that, take random sets and put a timer and then appear or then solve the sets. Without the timer, the practice would not make much sense. That is the thing. So you have to decide on that part also. And now coming on to what I used to do the same thing. I used to, after solving the entire section or entire mock, I used to sit for 1 2 hours, right? Or maybe I don't know the exact time, right? I used to first have a relook over all the 4 sets, decide on the possible sequence, find out the optimal sequence, know the why of the sequence or the advantage of the sequence. Then I used to relook or look back at my attempt, what mistakes I did. I used to make a notebook and list down all the mistakes and their solutions. And before appearing to some another mock, I used to read these solutions repeatedly, right? That is the mota approach that I used to follow. And to believe me, uh, this video might sound very simple to you, but there is no other approach. You can search for any other strategy or video, but I don't think those things would work, right? Or you can just ask some 99 percentiler who scored in the DLR, and he will surely tell you that he or she will surely tell you that there is no direct strategy. You have to slog, you have to work harder for the DLR section if you are weak or if your scores are not improving. Even if your scores are improving, right? Even if you're at 99 percentile, you should have a aim to score 100 percentile, right? There should be no limit. There is always a chance to increase your score. And also bring some consistency in your DLR scores. If the DLR scores keep fluctuating here and there, then you would not have confidence when it comes to the D-Day. You would not have that consistency, and then the randomness might play on your actual exam day, right? So you have to consider all those things. I hope you have liked the video. If you are liking the stuff, please comment down. and share your views. Thank you and hope your preparation is going very well. All the best for CAT 2024. Thank you. Okay.